Welcome to the Know-It-All for January 16th. I'm Meg Turney, and I've got exciting Nintendo news, a metric ton of Minecraft goodies, and a big boo for my PC Master Race brethren. As always, I'm going to run through the stories pretty fast, but if you want any more details on a particular story, just click the annotation to go to the full update. Now let's get this party started with games. Nintendo held their first Direct of the new year this week and announced that the poorly named new 3DS XL would finally get a US release. In addition to red and black handhelds, two limited edition systems were also announced, a silver Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate system and a golden black Majora's Mask edition, the latter of which was instantly sold out at GameStops and Best Buys as soon as it was made available for pre-order. The new 3DS XL will hit shelves on February 13th, making it an excellent Valentine's Day gift that's guaranteed to get you that good lovin', unless your honey is too busy playing with their new handheld, which is a very real possibility. Oh, and heads up, the system doesn't come with a charge cable. Yeah, that's the thing they're doing now. Check out the full update for more details. In addition to their handheld announcement, Nintendo also made one of my dreams come true. Now, they didn't announce Pokemon Snap for Wii U, but they did announce a Toad amiibo. Finally. In addition to Toad, we'll also be getting new versions of Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and Bowser on March 20th, and two other amiibo waves, the first featuring 11 figures, including Mega Man and Sonic, and the second featuring 6 figures, including Wario and Charizard. They also announced a slew of new games, including a new Fire Emblem title and a free-to-play Pokemon game called Pokemon Shuffle. In non-Nintendo news, the dual prequel-sequel to top-down action shooter hit Hotline Miami, aptly named Hotline Miami 2, was refused classification by the Classification Board in Australia for reportedly featuring a scene in which a woman is sexually assaulted. Depictions of sexual assault in games are forbidden in the country, and by refusing to give the game a classification, they've essentially banned it from sale. The game's publisher, Devolver Digital, responded to the refusal, refuting some of the board's allegations and announcing that they have no plans to appeal the board's decision at this time. So if you live in Australia and you want to play Hotline Miami 2, it might be a pirate's life for you. Rockstar, who I've renamed the Dukes of Delay, announced this week that PC gamers would have to wait a little longer to jump into the world of Los Santos and push the game's PC release date back by 2 months to March 24th. The developer said they needed more time to test and polish the title before its release, but I think they really just wanted more time to make a snarky trailer blaming us for being bummed about the extra wait. Another big blockbuster is having a much better week. Mojang developer Jeb Borestian, or Jeb, announced on his Twitter that the PC version of the game had surpassed 18 million sold copies, while the Pocket Edition of the game absolutely demolished that figure with 30 million copies sold. He also shared that the dev believes the relatively low PC number comes from a pirating problem, though he was quick to point out that's not confirmed. To which I say, people pirating PC games? No. And finally, it was announced this week that the creator of the Friday the 13th films is working with an experienced game studio to create an asymmetrical 5v1 PvP title in the Friday the 13th universe. While one player gets to don Jason's iconic hockey mask and slash any and everything in his wake, I'm assuming the other 5 get to play scantily clad idiots who insist on running up the stairs instead of out the front door. Press X to trip over absolutely nothing, you predictable winch. For more video game discussion and the Game of the Year picks from the crew, check out this week's episode of The Patch. Now, if esports are more your speed, this week on the leaderboard, we discuss Smite players taking home $1.3 million and why some Hearthstone players still haven't been paid for their big tournament wins. Now on to movies and TV. The nominees for the 87th Annual Academy Awards were announced yesterday, and Birdman, starring Michael Keaton, and Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel led the pack with 9 nominations each, followed closely by The Imitation Game with 8. Most of the Oscar discussion focused not on the nominees, but the snubs, most notably the Lego Movie, which was nominated only for Best Original Song, despite having the 4th largest domestic box office gross last year. No matter who wins next month, no one will be going home with anything half as cool as our Golden Gus, so I think we're the big winner by default. Meanwhile, on the internet, a hotly debated rumor sprung up this week, placing Spider-Man in a key role of the Avengers Infinity War Part 1. This was contrary to the emails leaked in the Sony hack, which revealed that Marvel had previously attempted to get Spidey for Captain America Civil War, but failed after talks with Sony stalled. Everyone seems to be cautiously optimistic that this is true, but no official response has been given by Marvel or Sony just yet. Predictable. Alright, enough entertainment talk, let's get down with science and technology. U.S. politicians have decided to capitalize on the recent Sony hack by using it as an excuse to reintroduce CISPA. the Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, which aims to give the NSA access to personal information from tech companies. Of course, it's just a minor inconvenience that had the bill already been enacted, it would have done pretty much nothing to prevent the leak, but hey, don't let a little thing like logic get you down. In a concerning move, the president unveiled a new cybersecurity plan this week, which many believe falls in line with the bill, even though he threatened to veto it just 2 years ago. So hold on to your butts, guys. It's about to get bumpy in our series of tubes. And finally, two very big problems for potential space travel may have been solved by Royal College of Art graduate Julian Melchiori, who has developed a synthetic biological leaf that absorbs water and carbon dioxide and emits delicious oxygen. The cyborg plant could allow space travelers to grow plants in zero gravity and also produce oxygen on long-distance space flights, which is all well and good, but what about the endless movie machine I want for my trip to Kepler 438b? These are the problems we need to solve, guys. That's all for this episode of The Know-It-All. For more awesome RT content, be sure to check out the podcast on Monday, the patch on Wednesday, and a live stream of this show every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time for sponsors, or tune into our regular updates over on The Know. That's it, guys. Heart you!